Many Ohio students studying abroad are now being asked to come back to the States because of the coronavirus, and schools are restricting travel to Italy, China, and South Korea. OSU travel restrictions stopped one student from visiting her high school sweetheart while he's studying abroad in Italy. She says she had to cancel her plans just 1 week before making the trip. NBC4's Sean Lanier spoke with the second-year student at OSU about how all this happened.
Now that's right. Ohio State's travel restrictions, they affect both university-sponsored travel and also personal travel. And one student here, she said she found out the hard way just 1 week before she was set to go across the seas. She said that her dream trip that she had been planning since November won't be happening. Ohio State says they're being proactive. They've updated their travel restriction to include Italy and Iran as places of concern because of the coronavirus outbreak.
I was going to leave for Italy on Thursday of this week.
This letter sent to student staff and faculty states anyone with personal travel plans to those two countries are required to report it to the university.
I couldn't believe it. I was like in shock at first.
OSU sophomore Chloe Fisher says she realized that if she took this trip to Italy, she would have to spend 2 weeks in self-quarantine, which Ohio State requires because the CDC recommends it. She would miss school here and work, which is something she couldn't afford.
Just it all being ripped out from under me so fast, like it was literally this week and now it's not happening at all. It's upsetting to think about.
But she soon found out that the coronavirus outbreak would affect the person she was going to visit and travel with in Europe.
I was going to visit my boyfriend who is studying abroad in Rome, and now he's also being sent home from Italy.
Patrick Monin is a student at Loyola University in Chicago and says he's been studying in Rome since January of this year. According to this notice, Loyola is making all students studying there return to their home country because of the virus.
I never thought it was going to affect me this deeply, and frankly, I didn't think it was going to spread the way it did to Europe.
Monin says it's been a dream to study abroad, but it all came to an end less than 2 months into the program.
I was just kind of sad because, this is an opportunity I've been wanting.
When he returns to the U.S., he will be in self-quarantine for 2 weeks here at home in Columbus and take online classes until the university figures out a plan for students studying abroad.
It was kind of a wave of emotions, and it was, mainly kind of like frustration and a little bit of sadness, but then, figuring out where to go from here.
And Loyola in Chicago, they're giving students in Italy till March 4th to return to their respective countries of where they're from. Monin said that he will be here probably tomorrow night. That's when his flight is scheduled to come back to Columbus. He will go directly home, and that's where he'll stay in quarantine for 2 weeks. As for Fisher, she says she is trying to figure out a way to get refunded some of that money that she paid for the flight to go to Rome, and that's why she is still working to get that. She said right now she's been calling them on the phone non-stop, trying to figure out how she can at least recoup some of that money. Local for you on campus, Sean Lanier, NBC4.